Look at that monster. Look at that king tiger in there with him. Man. What's going on, fish nerds? Carlos here. Glad to have you back. It is hot out here in the fish room and I am sweating, but I'm really excited because I've got a new tank to show you guys. A while back, one of my viewers, one of you guys, who is now my favorite viewer of all time, actually sent me an email and said, hey, I need to downsize. I've got tanks that, you know, I've got too many. I need to get rid of some tanks. I need to get rid of some fish. Can you take some of these fish? And turns out she was only a couple hours away. So I said, yeah, I can take some of your fish. That'd be awesome. So I go over to her house and she gives me a 75-gallon tank and everything that was in it. She gave me a 50-gallon corner tank that was empty, didn't have anything in it, just to have, and several other tanks, all kinds of lights, all kinds of fertilizers, and all different tank equipment, several different canister filters, all kinds of stuff. She just gave it to me. And she didn't want any money for it. She just said, if you can get it out of my house and you can take care of the moving the tanks and all of that, you can have them. I was like, rock on, yeah. So Sharon, you're awesome and you're my favorite. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You're my favorite. So without further ado, we're gonna look at the 75-gallon today. We'll look at the 50-gallon corner tank later. I'm gonna get your guys' ideas on that. But right now we're gonna take a look at the 75, what all's in it. So let's go take a look. All right, so here is the 75. Now keep in mind, this is not scaped the way that I want it. I just threw a bunch of stuff in here. I haven't had time to really scape it. I'm gonna do some stuff with this tank and make it look really nice. But this is, you know, just thrown together to get it functional in the meantime. And let's look and see what all we got in here. Big old beautiful Roseline. We've got some really nice Congo Tetras hanging out back here. And they're being camera shy, but we've got some big old clown loaches in here. We can look down in these tubes. 3 big old clown loaches, probably about 5-6 inches a piece. And yes, I understand that the clown loaches will get way too big for this 75-gallon tank. Sharon knew that, I know that. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. But we've also got, check out this. You can just see his tail in there, but that is a big old L114 red Leopard Pleco, and he is awesome. Gorgeous fish, and he's probably a good 7 inches long, I'm guessing. I haven't measured any of these fish. I'm just guessing on their sizes, but that's what I'm gonna throw out there. And all these fish came from, she gave me all of these. I didn't buy any of these fish. The only exception is the super red bristlenose down there. I did add him myself. Just because I started to get some diatom algae in here, and so I added him to the tank after everybody else had properly quarantined. I set this tank up on its own and had it for a solid month and a half before I added the Pleco to it, so it is quarantined. This is just some extra media that's hanging out in here so it stays cycled for when I set up the 50-gallon corner tank. But let's see what else we got in here. We got a bunch of loaches in this tank. You see over here, and a lot of them like to hang out back behind this wood back here, but let's see if we can see the guy that likes to hide in here. Back there in that wood, there is a king tiger pleco that likes to hang out in that wood. I don't know if we're gonna get to see him. There's some loaches darting around in there as well. Oh, you gonna come out? No, he's not gonna come out, but there's our little sumo loach. This guy is really cool. He's really fun. Every time we feed, he goes darting around. We've got 6, I think, of, there's another loach coming in out of that sponge filter back there. They've been using that as kind of a little cave. There's a Quarry Cat. I've got about 6 of them in here that I'm not entirely sure what kind it is. I'll move this wood so that you guys can get a view of it. And if you guys know what it is, give me your best guess, because I have not identified it. We may as well throw some food in here and see who comes out for it, right? Here we go. See what I mean with this sumo loach? He just goes nuts, going all over the place, going after the food. He's fun. Alright guys, so tell me what you think about this tank, what do you think about these fish, and what do you think I should do with this tank? What I'm thinking is I want to set this up for the plecos and the loaches, kind of focus on them, maybe add a few more plecos, make sure I've got plenty of hiding places, and you know, kind of set it up with a lot of rock work, nooks and crannies, you know, hiding places for the plecos, and get it set up specifically for them. And up here in the top, maybe add some rainbows. That's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? That's just kind of where my mind's at. I love. They're back down in their tubes now, but I love. There you see them a little bit. That king tiger pleco and this red leopard pleco. I just love these fish. Absolutely gorgeous. I want to kind of theme the tank around them. They're probably my two favorite fish in this tank. I almost forgot, guys. Red lizard catfish right there. I almost forgot about this little guy. He hides pretty well, but then he pops out around feeding time every now and then, and he's awesome. He's pretty well nocturnal. If I come in here at night and flip the lights back on, he'll be out and about, and I can check him out. But he's pretty awesome. Always wanted one ever since I knew they existed. See if I can zoom in and focus on him a little bit back here. I did post a picture of this guy on my Instagram, so go check out my Instagram if you want to see a little bit better of a picture of him. But yeah, I'm thinking I might want to even add some plants. I mean, we've got a bunch of wisteria up here floating. She had it planted. I've just been letting it float and grow up here. But I'm thinking I may switch from the sand to like an aqua soil or a fluval stratum, something along those lines, and get some, I don't know, like a bunch of crypts and things going on in here. But definitely have a bunch of caves for the plecos. Maybe add a few more of the, you know, smaller plecos, not a bunch of big plecos in a 75, but you know, some hypancistrus species, get them going in here. And I'm just excited about this tank, guys. I love it. I mean, I know I haven't really done anything with the scape yet, but I am really in love with these fish, really in love with this tank. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing it. I hope you'll throw me some suggestions down below. Tell me what you'd like to see me doing with this tank. All right, guys, and one more time, I do want to say thank you, Sharon, so much for all the tanks, all the equipment, all the fish. I love them. You're awesome. As for the rest of you guys, thank you for watching. You're awesome. God bless you, fish nerds. I'll see you next time.